Hello everyone, we Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer here with...
The wonderful and magnificent Rose.
Keep calling yourself that. Anyways, last time we beat Bendy and the Ink Machine. So why are we here? Well, Rose, do you recall?
We're here to shed some light on some secrets that may be lurking around.
More specifically, we're going to the archives. I'm not sure if I want to go through the entire game again with the doohickey that allows us to see hidden messages. Just because, one, that will take like hours just to do, and it's a pain to set it up. Just because I have to take a screenshot of it, and then I have to do a record for each and every one of it for a post, and Anyways, welcome to the archives. Bendy the Ink Machine began when the developer cartoonist known as the Meaty experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with programmer friend Mike Mood and released on February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck like a chord with the global indie gamers, almost overnight. The Meaty and Mike Mood decided to drop all of the projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique Ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and the story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as cartoons and models were refined from the early thrown together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes of that process. You excited, Rose?
Of course. Henry Stein.
So that's us.
Once an equal business partner of Joey Drew, Henry Stein was a talented animator and character designer until leaving the company around 1930. His place in Joey Drew Studios' history is somewhat undocumented, but he is often rumored to be the true creator behind many of the studio's most memorable characters.
Yeah, because we were like there for the beginning. Oh god. Concept Bendy. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled.
Lovely.
He looks like a Phoenix flytrap. Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. So he's literally a Venus flytrap for humans. Alpha Bendy. This is the original game used design of Ink Bendy from the earliest version of Chapter 1. It is jokingly referred to as bird poop with a smile among the development team.
I can see it.
Anyways, this was the Ink Bendy film until the release of Chapter 4. At that time, the game received a major visual upgrade, and the title character got a new model as well. So, like, that's the one we had to deal with. Oh, I never noticed those. He's missing a glove. And he's moving. Are you happy? Are you happy?
Bendy has many looks. The wallpaper really reminds me.
Okay, this is the Bendy we have now.
Haunted Mansion.
And Ink Bendy as we know him today. Although similar to Beta Bendy, this upgraded version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count, and given new ink effects. Yeah, I don't think the ink effects is working too well. It looks like it's just water. But again, that's possibly just because this isn't, like the actual moving version. Yeah, I think this one's more gross looking.
Yeah.
Put my head in!
Waiting for these to jump at you.
Let's recreate the part of 87!
Alright, Beast Bendy. Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5 pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the demon within.
I have a question. Did you think that it was more scary than this Bendy?
Yes.
Because it just kind of turned like a whole full-on, like, Predator? Like Alien Predator? And it's just, I feel like he was more scary because this guy literally just avoid the side. This guy actually came and hunt you down.
True.
So I do think that one might, Ink Bendy might still be scarier than Beast Bendy. But god dang, is Beast Bendy terrifying looking. While in development was just a few weeks to create Chapter 2, the beta searchers were designed in record time before being fully retooled later on. They were the first fighting enemies encountered in the game. It looks like a person with a giant mouth.
Yeah, I think that's about the point.
And then we have these guys.
They just get taller. Final Searcher.
Yeah.
The Final Searchers were far more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effects and more human appearance.
Still without the legs, though. Hopefully they don't go over a drain in the ground. He looks like he wants to just grab me. Then we have Sammy. With his first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifyingly entertaining character. With his slim build was deemed not threatening enough, he was redesigned and given a better skeletal rig for more advanced animation. I guess I would see it. Also, he's the only ink demon that, like, anyone that's possessed by the ink to actually wear clothing. Like, that's noticeably made out of ink. And now we have this one that wants to kill us. Final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence's final form came complete with a bulked-up structure, and more powerful limbs. The mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. Oh, Senpai, I love how you swing the axe. Hey, buddy. Do you not get a bio? Hey.
Nope.
Evil Alice. That wants to kill us. Alice that saved our lives. Us falling through the door. Boris ready to pound our head in. Beta Boris. Boris, what did I do to you? Buddy! Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris the Wolf. This early version was released with Chapter 1. It was quickly refined into the Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. They definitely updated him as well. Just because he didn't have his cage like that.
The Boris we all know and love.
The Boris that was our true friend! Read it.
Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf, A Friend to the End, was designed using various references from cartoons of the 1920s. A blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles, the silent, supportive wolf won over the hearts of many, although at times he was a headache for the development team due to his AI taking on a mind of its own during production. What does that mean?
Oh boy. Oh, just because sometimes AI can be very, very stupid. And I wonder if it's like him having to follow you around and him possibly getting stuck on a few things. Maybe he went and tried to attack enemies. Or maybe he just wouldn't leave the bloody elevator floor when the demon gets too close. Brute Boris. You are my friend! Alice Angel's monstrosity, Brute Boris was one of the biggest surprises for Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster, but with a more unfinished appearance. Alice took parts from within him and substitute things that his body is rapidly rejecting.
That hurts.
The end. The original ink machine is right here, in all of its glory. Read it.
Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the ink machine was the one used in the game. Much of this machine's iconic fan-loved design was translated into the final version.
Oh, that's nice. Ugh!
Okay,
Remember that guy?
I do.
He was a pain to deal with. Yeah, that's just a light. Butcher Gang! The Butcher Gang. The Piper, Striker, and Fisher made up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the incorrupted versions of the characters were designed first and then were reversed, engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. Yeah, have a good few on those guys. So, okay, I have a question. Do you prefer any of the beta versions to their counterparts?
I think it would have been interesting to see. Like, it looks like a lot of the beta versions, almost like maybe they would like suck you in. So that would have been interesting to see. Like Boris, like his stomach opens up into like that mouth, and Bendy, it looks like his mouth opened up. But otherwise, I like the versions we got.
Yeah. Seriously, he looks like a Venus flytrap. I think one thing I would prefer is if we had just a different beast, Bendy. Just because he was kind of simple to deal with. Like, Boris gave me more trouble. And yeah, he killed you most of the time, but literally, just stand to the side. Just hug the wall and you'll be fine.
Well, a lot of it is, it's a lot like a puzzle game. So you had to
Boris
figure that
wasn't a
out.
puzzle game. I couldn't figure out how to avoid his attacks or anything. Oh. Sammy Lawrence. Pipers. She's quite a gal. I guess we haven't looked at the pictures yet. Benno, what were we talking about? Oh, now it's a puzzle? Well, yeah, it was a puzzle to figure out how to kill them, but... With Bendy, you don't really fight him. You literally run around just pulling the switches. And then you just have him bump into a bunch of pipes and that's it. When we fought this guy and Boris, it was more of an actual fight.
Yeah.
Not us running away. But I feel like they could have done, like, something better with Beast Bendy. Besides him just, like, charging after you. But hey. I guess now would just be a good time to give us our final thoughts on the project. While we stand here and become part of the exhibit.
Think it was a good game overall.
Sorry, you just got the achievement standing proud for stepping on the pedestal. Okay, I'm sorry, continue.
I think it was a very good game overall. I won't lie, I think it'd be absolutely hilarious right now since we're standing here if they all just came to life and headed towards us. There was a lot of things I liked about it.
Okay, I think it's my turn then. Honestly, I think overall this was an amazing experience. There was plenty of moments that I feel like kind of killed the mood though. Whether it's just my stupidity or Rose's stupidity or just something happening.
Like us breaking a character.
Literally, just... Literally, chapter 2. Everything was tense. We were panicking. Then Rose just smacks the board and it was like, what did you do that for? We only saw a guy just walk through the wall! It's just, But overall, this was an amazing game. Chapter 1 is, in my opinion, is possibly the most unique. Things got a bit shaky, especially in Chapter 5, where you just had that giant fight. That I felt like lasted too long than it should have. Just because, honestly, I'll be surprised if anyone can go through that entire sequence, beat Sammy, and then beat the monster horde afterwards, all on one life. If anyone can do that, congratulations. Bendy and Link Machine. Congratulations, you guys are better than me. But no, most of it was good. Honestly, there was quite a few shocking surprises, like everything being made out of ink, or potentially being made out of ink. And I kind of wish that we got like an actual cartoon Bendy over just the monster Bendy sometimes. Cause like we always see the small cartoon version of Bendy, but we never see him like actually interact with us, which I felt like was kind of a letdown. Anyways, positives? It was definitely scary. Like, I was actually hesitant going back through Chapter 1. I know it was completely safe, but even then, I still did not want to do it. And, yeah, maybe... I actually did like how, there was some stuff to do. There was a lot of rule of threes, but I don't care too much about that. Overall, it was scary. The enemies are well designed. And yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this time. This is Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer with...
The amazing, marvelous Rose.
And I hope to see all you guys again when we, either do our next project or continue an old project. I forgot which one. I think we're going to be doing a new project before we get back to Beyond Two Souls. Anyways, I'll see all you guys in the next series. See you guys then.